Kilobyte here, and I'm thinking window channel felt needs to be replaced, as well as the sweepers or the anti-rattlers, whatever you want to call them. And I'll show you how to do that, as well as the vent rubber. So you may want to hit, there's 3 Phillips heads on the front of the door here. You may want to hit those with some penetrant, get those soaking before you start. You got to take the door panel off. Screw here, 2 screws in here, and a screw here holding the handle on. You want to take those screws out first. So with those off, you can pry the door panel off. Now, mine just fell out, literally. The old clips here are just all worn out. You may need new ones of these. I will, at least. But that gives you access. You can pull this out off if you want, but it is not necessary. So the first thing I recommend you do, if you have any channel felt left in yours, you're right here, and there's right here. Go ahead and pull it out, break it out, whatever you got to do to get that out with the window all the way up. All right, with the bottom felt out, roll the window down. Now we want to remove the 3 screws that are in front of the wing window here, and then we will pull out this bolt that will free up this channel and the wing. All right, so mine is 7/16. So this frees up the channel. I was hoping I wouldn't have to take this out, but I am going to have to. All right, so let me take my sun visor out. Oh, and you do want to remove the upper window channel now. Get this out of the way. So find a flathead with a bent in. Works pretty well for breaking this out. I mean, you literally, at least on mine, you just got to break it out. It's just hard as can be. Now we have the sweeper, anti-rattler, whatever you want to call it. And there are metal clips, there we go, right there, at the clips. Using your trim tool. Now you might, now this is plastic to minimize the damage, but it is, you just gotta pry it back. You could put a piece of cloth or maybe tape to try to protect the paint a little more if you want. Just got to work it. Hoping you can see. There's the clip. There's the clip. You just got to pop them loose. So this is loose, so you can kind of work it a lot easier with 2 hands. You can pull that out. like so. And that'll allow you to tilt the window, and that'll give you a little more room to try to pop those out. All right, so I got these popped. Then I push down on the window, pushing it forward and down. If you get in here, you can move it a little. This one generally seems to be the tough one. All right, now you gotta pull it out, try to minimize the damage to the paint. Yeah, it's gonna take two hands. Start over here and just kind of twist it going up, and you'll get to this one. And yeah, you need two hands because you want to put that little tool down in there to help push it back as you pull up. So with the outside one out, just do the same thing on the inside. It's a little farther down, but you have more room now. Some of them really stick in there, some of them are just jump right out. There we go. Come on. There we go. So now you have that cleared out. This so now this is loose. All right, so to get the window out of these doors, this is 79. You got to remove the regulator. Basically, that's what you crank. But there's a rivet. These aren't small rivets. They're 1/4 inch. And access in here is very limited. So if you can pull yours out, great. Otherwise, well, you're gonna have to work around it. And it wouldn't hurt to put a little more grease that up. And here's with the this vent glass out. And you can't quite get it. You just can't quite get it. All right, so if you can get yours out, great, it'll be much easier. But to change this rubber, you don't actually have to. Just have it out a little bit. Right here, you want to pull that out, keep track of where everything is. So you put them back together the same way. Remove those two as well. That'll allow you to get the window itself out. That'll get you full access to this rubber, which was recently done. So I'm not doing that again. And once you got it done, just put it back together again. Make sure you get those right. So I'll put some tape, painter's tape here. It's not going to help a lot. Put some painter tape up here. That's where it'll most likely get hit and scratched. All right, so put the window channel felt in. So you can see I went just a little above, a little past it on the top, and I push it in, and I've got this out loose so I can go down a ways. And the bottom is a slant cut, and that's just on the bottom, and that's going to just hang down. All right, so I'll work the window up just a little bit. Come in here. Can you see? Just push this in. Make sure you get it all the way in, and you can see the bottom is angled, and it just hangs down there like that. That's all there is to it. I get the window back in here, down in here. Okay, it's not screwed in yet, but I got that in there like so to hold this so I can see where I need to put the top piece. Now the top piece is longer, and it should have some cuts or something in it. So those go up here in the corner. So holding this far forward as you can, you're gonna start sliding the channel in. Get it all the way in, right up against this. Okay, then we get to the corner here. Just keep working it. You can use your trim tool. Make sure you get it all the way in. Does it go farther in than you think it will? Okay, now, fun part. So what we're gonna do is pull this piece out again, the front, just a little bit, so that this can move again. So that we can pull this back. That'll give us a little more room back here. To get it down in. So I'm going to take and pull this out a little more. That frees up the window so I have more room. And then down in there, I'm just sliding it down. Now the other thing you can try is to reach up in here and pull. It's just, you just got to work it till you get it all in that channel. I got it all the way in here, but it came out of the channel. So I have carefully got it in the channel in the front and up here on the back, and I've rolled it up a ways. Now I'm coming back down here. Hope you can see. And I'm working it into the channel from down here. Again, you got to make sure you got it all the way back of the channel. Work that all the way back. Otherwise, you're going to have a hard time getting that window to come up. All right, so with it all pushed in, I have this loosely in here to hold it in place, the front channel corner, and I pushed this back up in. Now, we want to check it, make sure. Now this is pretty stiff. Okay, but it is going up. I need to grease the channel there. Make sure everything is good before you do the sweepers. It's a whole lot harder with the sweepers in to do this. I'll definitely put some dry lubricant in here to help loosen that up because it's pretty tight, but it is working. So good news. So now, actually with it all the way up, so now I'm going to put the 3 screws back in the front here, the wing window, hold that in place, and I'm going to tighten up the bolt there on the bottom. All right, now the fun part. Make sure you got them the right direction. Outside one is up, has this piece up on the top. Curve goes in the back. Once you get this in, it's going to be really hard to do anything with your window channel felt, anything like that. And basically, start at the end here, the front. Go to the next one. Next. If you're able to take and set your window on the bottom of the door, that makes it a lot easier. Okay, so now just push them till they click. Should probably mark them. You can kind of see them a little bit through here, but wouldn't hurt to mark where they are and make sure they all clicked. Now we got the inside. It's the same thing. At least one, if not 2 or 3 layers of tape. Just don't go too far down with it. And you need good light. Having a second person, someone who can kind of separate, try to pry the door apart a little bit right here at the window would probably help a lot. Okay. Now these on the inside you can easily see. And there you go. And now it's real tight. Woo! That's the one thing. But it's done. Those aren't going to rattle anymore. Hopefully it will roll up though. So I did use some dry lube. This is the WD-40 Specialist Dry Lube, but you can use like the 3-in-1 stuff for your window channels. Spray them in, let them dry. Rolls down. Pretty easy. Don't forget to get the sweeper. Little tight rolling up still. So give it some time to wear in, and may have to hit it with some more stuff. Anyway, hope that was helpful. If so, please like, subscribe, comment, and good luck with yours.